Hello everyone and welcome back to Simply Fajika, a place for people wanting to start their own home care businesses, for budding or aspiring entrepreneurs, and for our business leaders. Today we're talking about leadership styles and identifying what yours is. It's important that you know who you are as a leader so that you can lead your people during difficult times and motivate and support them. Leadership is difficult during normal circumstances. So when you add COVID-19 to the scenario, it just makes it all the more difficult to lead people during a time of uncertainty. And so I thought this would be a good time to discuss leadership types, understand who you are as a leader so that you can flex your style to better encourage and support your people. So let's get started. So first, let's define leadership. What is leadership? Well, leadership is simply how you lead. How do you show up to manage your day-to-day operation? Lead your teams, lead projects that you work on, and then how do you collaborate with your peers? There are 4 leadership styles based on authority. The first leadership is autocratic style. In this leadership style, there is one person who retains all of the power. They aren't looking for support in terms of collaboration for decision making. They retain all of the control. They retain all power, authority, and all decision making relies on them. An example of when this leadership style should be used is in the case of an emergency. When there's an emergency, you don't want conflicting ideas, conflicting people saying different things to different people. It would just create chaos. So in the event of an emergency, you would have that one person that's identified as the person who is leading us through the process. So that way we can evacuate the building in a quick, safe, and efficient manner. The second style is a democratic or participative leadership style. This is also known as a shared leadership style. With this style, people share in the decision-making process. The advantages of a democratic leadership style is there's usually a high level of employee satisfaction. Creativity, innovation is really nurtured in this type of leadership style, and this type of leadership style promotes creative solutions to organizational issues or problems. The third style is the Free-Rein or the Laisse-Faire leadership style. In this type of leadership style, the leader takes a step back in order to allow the group to make decisions independent of the leader. Last leadership style is the paternalistic leadership style. Paternalistic leadership is a management style in which there's a dominant figure who takes on the matriarchal or patriarchal role, and they treat their employees as extended family members. The major advantage of this type of leadership style as it pertains to the other authoritarian leadership styles is this leadership style is mainly focused on the welfare of its employees. Although employees may not have a lot of influence on decision making, this type of leader will use its influence to make sure that decisions are made bearing their family or employees in mind. Now that we've discussed the 4 leadership styles, the second step is to understand how do you flex between those leadership styles. So as we know, styles can flex based on scenario, based on your experience, and based on a situation. The first step in this process is to consider your desired leadership. For example, if you often find yourself as a laissez-faire, free-rein type of leader, but you're receiving feedback that goals are not being made, then you may want to flex into more of a democratic approach in order to meet your goals. So what does this look like? You don't want to currently abandon what your current leadership style is. However, you can absolutely serve as a guide to conversations as they happen to ensure that people still feel like they're making decisions and participating in the discussion, but that also you're keeping the agenda and goals in mind by guiding that discussion. Second thing is, when you think of a great leader, what kind of leadership style do they exude? And what type of characteristics go into that leadership style? You could take 1 to 2 of these characteristics to fold in your current leadership style, leaving you with a unique leadership style that you feel comfortable with. The third step is to find 1 to 2 people that you can talk to about your leadership style. Now, you don't want to just talk to anyone about this. You are trusting these people to be honest with you about your leadership style. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What's really important is to make sure that you are willing to be open to the feedback that you receive. Final tip is to think of your strengths and opportunities. We're going to focus on the opportunity side of things. Once you realize what your opportunities are, Choose one or two that you think you can make an immediate impact to. Assign one or two actionable items to each opportunity and really set a course of a plan of seeing about change. You will see by making small changes, it will have an overall big impact on your leadership style. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the content that was presented to you today. I encourage you to start the conversation in the comment section. Who are some leaders that you really admire, and what characteristics about them make you admire them? Guys, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that as content is uploaded, you're notified. Thank you so much for your support and stay blessed.